Shrijit, can you take care of the attendees, please?
Sure. Yeah, you can make me co-host.
Oh, yeah, I have to make a post for that. Namaste, everyone. Welcome to our gentle yoga at West Coast. This type of gentle yoga is designed as a palliative yoga. Palliative yoga is primarily a preventive style, but it can have therapeutic effects also. It is designed for stress reduction and to increase the energy of communication in body systems, which stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. One feels better and minor issues can get resolved. Yoga brings good health of mind and body, inner awareness, and a sense of cosmic connection. Regular discipline practice is key. So if you miss a day, please use the video recording on YouTube at Life in Yoga Rajan. Yoga is not a physical exercise and it's not a religious practice either. So people with any religious background can do this. This type of gentle yoga can be done sitting on a chair or on the floor. Some points to note: remember to keep your spine straight but not stiff at all times. Support your back if you need to. Do these practices gently, smoothly, and without jerks. Slower is better. Visualize the part of the body being exercised for maximum benefit. Follow instructions to avoid adverse reaction. There should be no strain and you should do it within your capacity. Make sure your breathing is slow and smooth. If anything causes pain or discomfort, please stop immediately, avoid the practice, and seek clarification. If you have any questions regarding personal problem, please send an email to the email address provided in the reminder email. And remember, liability is entirely yours. Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. As usual, we will begin with 3 ohms. Let's take a deep breath in. So, any quick questions as we go towards the Yoga Sutras?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
I'm going back to the end of the chapter 3,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it ended with a person achieving godlike capabilities and so on.
Yes.
And my question is that equivalent to what we call moksha in the Hindu philosophy or nirvana in the Buddhist philosophy? That's one question. Second minor question, whenever you refer to past and future, did you mean past life, future life, or past time in this life and future time in this life?
No, past lives and future lives.
And does that mean, according to Patanjali, the reincarnation is humankind only? Every time, from one human to another?
In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, obviously it is directed towards a human seeker. And Patanjali is very clear in mentioning the cycle of the result of the karma klesha is what results in rebirth. And you are born in circumstances according to the need of the cosmic flow and according to the karma kleshas or the programs that are attached to you. So Patanjali does not specifically say whether the future, what is the transition between animal life and human life. He does not say that.
But there is a presumption based on his teaching that it is a human change from one human to another.
There is no particular sutra at any point over there that specifically says the circumstances of the next birth, when he says it is according to your karma kleshas. There is nowhere there where he says that this is a human birth.
What else could it be if you are going through similar experiences and so on?
Yeah, the thing is basically when you ask the question, I have to go back and look at it in terms of what Patanjali Muni is saying, right? So the thing is, you see, so I just gave you that. But of course, you make a very reasonable argument. What else could it be?
That's why I say it's a presumption from his teaching. Okay. Okay. And the first one was
Yes.
what we concluded in chapter 3.
Yes.
Is that equivalent to moksha and nirvana?
Okay. The thing is, you see, as we proceed in chapter 4, Patanjali Muni will tell you what is the final state of liberation. Okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to, tell you ahead of time because you asked the question ahead of time. So the Patanjali Muni basically says there are two potential final states. And one state is that all your programs are done and you have been non-reactive. So there is no more programs of any kind left and you completely get dissolved and you become part of the cosmic energy. There is no soul, everything is gone, everything is melted away. Okay, so that is the concept of, you can think of it as moksha or liberation. And of course, the concept of nirvana, meaning no more rebirths and completely dissolved, is the same concept. Okay. However, he says something else that, if a person, after dissipating all the programs except for one, that is complete devotion to God, the one who is outside all of creation, then in that case, that person stays in a zone called Kshana Prati Yogi. At every moment, you're in yoga with God. Okay, so you can think of it as this is something that usually is said in the Vaishnava Sampradaya, right? The everlasting connection with God. So in other words, there are two potential states that can happen. And this is what Patanjali Muni says. So relative to your question in the end of chapter 3, that when a person has, as it says, Sattva Purusha Shuddhi Samya Kaivalyamiti, right?
Right.
So in other words, your purity is equal to that of God, and you're unaffected by anything. You're in the state of Kaivalya. So as long as you're in the body, you're in the state of Kaivalya. And when you leave the body, you can either go where everything is dissolved, or you can go and be everlastingly connected to God. Okay? And so those are the two options. But let's get to the end of chapter 4. There may be a little more clarity.
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay. So here we go. And I guess, did we end at Sutra number 14 of chapter 4?
We ended at 11.
We ended at 11. Okay. Okay, that's right. So let's backtrack a little so that we understand where we came from. So in chapter 4, he is basically talking about what is the source of creation. And it is basically God as an artist looks upon creation as the expression of God. And the first creation is the Prakriti. And that Prakriti, in order to fulfill the purpose for which it is created, it multiplies into many, many small Prakritis. That is what Sutra 5 says. Pravritti bhede prayojakam chittam ekam anekesham. That one chittam becomes aneka. And then it goes on to tell you that now by the nature of the karma cycle and how it affects you and how Prakriti works with the karma cycle is explained in Sutras 4.7 to 4.10. Actually, no, it starts from 4.5 itself. That is, according to the needs of the time, Prakriti is, yes, Prakriti expresses itself according to the needs of the time. Whatever are your klesha karma, you're born in those kind of this thing. And as it says over here, Sutra number 9, that is the distinction of the nature of your birth, the place, times, and all of that is determined by the needs of the time. But on the other hand, the klesha karmas are remembered as if it is one entity. So the concept of the soul carrying with it all the karmas, and these are all kept in memory for an infinite period. Tasam anaditvam cha ashishesho nityatvat. We discovered, we discussed that these programs are anxious to express themselves with expectations, and then he, as he says, the reason for the problem in Sutra number 14, he says, is the cause is seeking the experience or the fruit of all of this, and that's what is the basis of how karmas multiply, and that's how they become accumulated. But once you don't have that, all the karmas begin to slowly wear away by being a pure observer. So now Sutra number 12. Atita anagatam swarupatah asti advabhedat dharmana. So Atita is what is past. Anagatam is what is to come. Swarupatah, expressing in the form. Asti is present. Advabhedat dharmana. It is separated for the purpose of the dharmic flow. So now, so in other words, the past and present are simply conditionally separated by dharma, or essentially according to the needs of the dharma, the past and present are manifest. Te vyakta sukshma guna atmanah. So how do the karma kleshas express themselves? In the form of how the energy flows through you. So whether it's a pimple on your face or the graying of your hair, all of this is the expression of how the energy is flowing within you. Or whether your feeling of happiness or your anger, all of them is the flow of energy within you. So these karma kleshas, they express, that is te vyakta. Vyakta is to express, they express sukshma in a subtle way, guna atmanaha. They are in the core of the gunas or the energy flow. Guna is simply the way in which energy flows. Parinama ekatvat vastu tattvam. So the result is as if it is one with the nature of matter. In other words, what happens is the pimple you may get on your face or anything that may happen to you, you think of it as something physical. And so the flow of programs through the gunas manifest in the physical domain. And so what he says in next is sutra number 15 is Vastu samye chitta bheda tayo vibhakta pantha. So the matter is the same, the vastu is the same, whereas the chitta is different. And because of that, you have a different kind of expression. So in other words, think of it this way. You have a clay, or you can think of it as you have a clay. In that, with that clay, you have made a pot. With another one, you have made a jar, and with another one, you have made made something else. Okay. So in other words, the clay, the vastu is the same, but because the program of how you wanted it to manifest is different, that is why they all come different. So in other words, he's saying the matter in all of universe is exactly the same. It is really the program that manifests in different ways. When I call it in terms of the clay and all of these pots and this thing, I'm kind of simplifying it. But the real message is the real created matter is exactly the same in the universe, but how it expresses in for different people is according to the programs that are embedded in them. So sutra number 16, Necha eka chitta tantram vastu tat apramanakam tada kim syat. So looking at the surface of what you see, how can you prove that the that the inner element of the matter is the same, and so let's go into the base of this thing. Nurture, not also. Eka is this or one. Chitta tantram. Tantram means expression of the chitta, the movement of the energy. Vastu tat, so that is expressed in the form of the vastu or matter. Vastu tat apramanakam tada kim syat. So how can you know that the vastu is the same thing, even though the expression is different? Commonly, people will not know that even that the cosmic matter is exactly the same. It is because of individual program being different. That's why people look different, and people think differently, and so many things that are different about everything around. And we should also go in here in terms of animate and inanimate things, trees, animals, earth, everything. So next is sutra number 17. Tat uparaga apekshitvat chittasya vastu jnata ajnatam. So uparaga means the covering. Tat, the covering for that. Apekshitvat. So apekshitvat means to be indifferent or ignoring it, or be overcoming the outside dressing that has been given to you. Only then you can know the nature of the chitta and the vastu in a separate way. You can have knowledge of that. So you can imagine that while in common things it is easier for us to understand, when something is made out of steel, a chair is there, a table is there, a car is there, and all of that, you may be able to understand that the way in which the program molded that. And because of the scientific background understanding, you understand it's the same steel in there. However, on the other hand, when you think in terms of cosmic energy as one, and how it manifests both as the steel in the car, as well as the earth in the pot, as well as the water in the ocean, that's a still higher concept. Then sutra number 18, Sada jnata chitta vritayah tat prabho purushasya aparinamitvat. So sada jnata chitta vritayah tat prabho. Sada jnata means always knowing. Chitta vritaya, expression or the activation of the chitta. Tat prabho, that prabhu. Prabhu means the creator. Prabhavati means to create. So prabhu literally means the creator. Purushasya, tat prabhoho, purushasya aparinamitvat. because of the nature of the Purusha, of the Prabhu, the Purusha being the creator, the unmanifest seed behind everything, and that Prabhu being of the Purusha nature is unaffected by this separation of the Chitta and the Vastu, that is the programmed entity and the matter. Na tatsva abhasam drishyatvat. Na is no, negation. Tat, that. Swa is of the self. Abhasam is the feeling of the understanding or experiencing of that. Drishyatvat. So that kind of that experience of that separation of that and the oneness of the matter is not something that is commonly can be known. And why cannot it be known? Ekasamye cha ubhaya anavadharanam. At the same time, ekasamye, at the same time, cha also, ubhaya is both, anavadharanam. You cannot experience both at the same time, the what you're seeing in front of you, as well as what the underlying thing is there. At the same time, you cannot experience that. And why cannot you experience that? Sutta number 21. Chitta antara drishe buddhi buddhe ati prasanga smriti sankarascha. If you look inside the programmed entity, chitta antara drishe, and you look in drishe, chitta antara drishe is looking inside the programmed entity. Buddhi buddhe, that means with intellect you are trying to analyze that. Ati prasanga means to associate. Ati prasanga means recursively associate, going within and within and within. Smriti sankarascha. So the memory will get completely confused. What's in there inside that, inside that, inside that? You go there, and the intellectual approach to this, your mind and your memory will completely get confused. Chitte ati prasankrama, chitte aprati sankramaya, aprati sankramaya tata akarapattau swa buddhe. It should be buddhe, not bedhi. Swa buddhe samvedhanam. Okay. Okay. What that is when aprati sankramaya, that word we need to understand correctly. Many of you have heard of the word Sankranti. You know, we all celebrate Makar Sankranti. What is the meaning of Sankranti? Sankranti means the crossover. Sankramana means to cross over. So on Makar Sankranti, the sun crosses over from the previous zodiac sign to the Makara sign. So it is crossing over to the Makara sign, and that's what is Makar Sankranti. So Sankramana means to cross over. Prati Sankramana is to cross backward, coming back. Aprati Sankramana means you're neither going forward nor backward, you're staying still. The Chitta by its nature, as a programmed entity, once there is energy flowing, it will be active. But then, even though it is active, it's neither moving forward nor backward. That is the nature when it is in that state. Tat akara pattav. At that time, akara pattav is to be able to get a feel for what it looks like. Tat, that akara pattav, that feel for what it looks like. Swabuddhe samvedana. At that time, you can know, your intelligence can know, and you can experience your higher intelligence where everything is. So in other words, he is coming back, said in a different way over here, is that when you go into the state of dharana, dhyana, samadhi, in dhyana everything stops, and then as you found from chapter 3, in the samadhi state, as he is getting connected, the first element is the place where he has the nirodha parinama, and after the nirodha parinama comes the the Samadhi Parinama, and from Samadhi Parinama comes Ekagrata Parinama. So in other words, that is when you get into that Ekagrata stage, you can experience who you are. Drashta Drishya Uparaktam Chittam Sarvartham. So once Drashta is what you observe, Drishya is the sight. Actually, Drashta, the scene. Drishya is the sight. And no, Drashta is the sight. And Drishya is, wait a minute. Drishya is the process of seeing. Uparaktam is the covering. Chittam Sarvartham. So in that state, when you're looking at whatever is the coloring and the inner element have all stopped. So you're looking at that coloring is what you're doing is you're looking at the true nature of the chitta. Tat asankheya vasanabhihi chitram api parartham sanghatya karitvat. Tat asankhya vasanabhihi means that even though it has innumerable, asankhya means innumerable. Vasana is also a type of program. The programs, we explained the distinction between vasana and karma last time. Even though it has all of these programs within, chitram api, vasana bhi, chitram api, chitram is what you observe, the picture you observe also. Parartham means because of the higher meaning. Sanghatya karitvat. Sanghatya is, hatya means to kill or to what will you say, cut out. So the reason is because it is able to cut out. Karitvat is to make it happen because of the cutting out of all the unwanted things, the activations and all of that. Even though there are innumerable programs still there, just by making the chitta into a motionless state. In other words, the state of what we have seen already in chapter 3, you're able to see the picture of who you are, and it makes complete sense. And then after that is sutra number 25. Vishesha Darshina Atma Bhava Bhavna Atma Bhava Bhavna Nivritti. Let's stop over here and we will continue from here, and next time we'll probably finish all the way the remaining 9 sutras over here, or 10 sutras over here. So let's go on to the chakra vibrations. So we bring our awareness. Is there anybody new today? Nobody. Okay. So we bring our awareness to the perineum, press on the little finger, and we do the mantra Lam, focused at the perineum. Lam. Lam. Release your fingers and continue. Lam. Now bring the awareness 1 inch above the perineum. And there we do the mantra VAM. So press the ring finger and focusing on the point behind the place where we urinate, we do VAM. Take a deep breath. VAM. Release the hand and continue. Bring the awareness behind the navel, and here we do the mantra Ram, pressing the middle finger. Ram. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Ram. Ram. Bring the awareness in between the breasts and the middle of the body, and here we do the sound Yam. We press the index finger with the thumb. Let's take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Release the fingers one last time. Yum. Bring the awareness to the throat. Here we do hum, thumbs up mudra. Hum. Release the hands and continue. Now bring the awareness to the middle of the head. And here we do the mantra Cham with thumbs up mudra. Cham. Chum. Chum. Release the fingers and continue. Chum. Top of the head, we do Om, thumbs up mudra. Om. Release the hand and continue. Last time. Om. Now we are ready for the happy face breathing. So Vijaya will lead. Go ahead.
Close your eyes and bring your attention to the throat. The throat is the base of the mouth through which food and air passes. Focusing on the throat, make a big smile. And as you make a big smile, feel a stretch in the throat. And focusing on that stretch, inhale and exhale slowly and gently. And continue. We'll now move to the respiratory mantra. So bring your awareness to the sternum in the middle of the body and visualize a straight line along the sternum through the head and moving out of the body. And through this line, mentally feel the vibration Haim, Im, Am. So it's 3 syllables, Haim, Im, Am. And mentally vibrate this and make sure it feels and leaves the body. Please continue. We'll now move to the spinal alignment exercises. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gently bring the ear down to the shoulder. Inhale and come back. Exhale and bring the other ear down to the shoulder. Inhale and come back. And continue. As you come back, exhale and look over one shoulder. Inhale and come back. Exhale and look over the other shoulder. Inhale and come back. And continue. As you come back, and with the next inhalation, take your head backwards. Exhale and bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale and head backwards. Exhale and chin down to the chest. And continue. As you come down, we'll do the 360-degree neck rotations. Inhale for half a circle. And exhale the other half. And continue in the same direction. As you come back to the center, let's switch directions. Inhale for half a circle. And exhale the other half. And continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now move to the next exercise and alternate our shoulders. Inhale and lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. Inhale and lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. And continue. Relax as you come back. And we'll move to the next exercises, the hand exercises. Stretch your hands and keep them straight. As you inhale, open out your palms and keep them perpendicular to the forearm. As you exhale, thumbs in and fists down. Inhale, exhale, and continue. As you exhale and bring your fist down, we'll do the fist rotations. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half and continue. As you come back to the center, let's switch directions. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half. Continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now move to the next exercise and let's bring our elbows in line with the shoulders. As we inhale, open out your palms and move your wrists up and down as you exhale. Inhale and exhale. And continue. As you come back down, let's switch directions. Inhale and exhale. And continue. Relax as you come back. We'll move to the next exercise, and for this, let's interlock our hands and place them behind the head. Make sure your elbows are at 180 degrees and the head is straight. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. Inhale and come back. Then continue. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's get our elbows above the head. As you exhale, pull on one elbow. Inhale and come back. Exhale and pull on the other elbow. Inhale and come back. And continue. Feel the stretch along your shoulder blades as you do this. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's get our elbows behind the back. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. Inhale and come back. And continue. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's get our hands on either side of the spine. As you inhale, push back on one side, making a backward arch. Exhale and come back. Inhale and push on the other side. Exhale and come back. Continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now move to the next exercise and do both our shoulders together. Inhale and lift up both your shoulders. Exhale, push back, rotate and bring it back down. Inhale and exhale and continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now move to the next exercise. And for this, let's cross one leg over the other and hold the knee with your interlocked hand. Exhale and pull up the leg and turn to the same direction as the leg you're holding. Inhale and release. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release. And continue. Feel the stretch along your thighs as you do this. As you come back down, we'll switch to the other leg. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release. And continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now do the cycling exercise and 5 counts on each leg. Inhale and bring up the leg. Exhale and stretch it out in a cycling motion. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We switch to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax as you come back. We now move to a minute of alternate nostril breathing, Anulom Vilom, and then the Bhastrika Pranayam. So for the alternate nostril breathing, we exhale and inhale through the same nostril. So if you begin your first inhalation with the left nostril, you exhale and inhale through the right nostril. Close your right nostril. Exhale and inhale through the left nostril. Close your left nostril. Exhale and inhale through the right nostril. Alternate and continue. As you complete the breath, we'll move to Bhastrika Pranayam. And since there's nobody new, we'll move to the pranayam. We'll do the first round of 20 counts, and time permitting, we'll do a shorter second round of 10. So the exhalation is a little longer than the inhalation, and we'll do this keeping our eyes closed. And as we do this, visualize the vitality of the breath as we inhale and exhale. For the first round, I'll keep count of both the inhalation and the exhalation. If you're ready, inhale, exhale. 2, exhale. 3, exhale. 4, exhale. 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, exhale. Eat. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Observe any sensations in the head and also as they gently dissipate. And we'll then move on to a second round. sensations have subsided from the head. We'll move to the next round of 10, and I'll keep count of the inhalation. When you're ready, inhale. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. Eight. Nine. And 10. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Observe any sensations within.
Keeping our eyes closed, as we feel the sensations dissipate in our head, we will now go into meditation. Tell yourself, I have a personal mantra. You can chant that personal mantra in your mind. We will be playing Om in the background. So if you want, you can focus on Om. You can use whichever mudra works for you. With your eyes closed, affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. Bring both your palms about 6 inches in front of your face. As you open your eyes, look directly into the palm of your hands. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.
Namaste.
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 Namaste,
And
Vijaya.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anu. Thank you,
Yes,
Vijaya.
see you tomorrow.